What the cake is going on, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you something really exciting because it is so delicious. I'm going to show you in a second, but the viral Dubai chocolate bars. Now I know there are so many of these videos already out there, but I'm going to share with you a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way and what makes this chocolate bar so special. If you want to come in close, I will show you. Look how beautiful this is, and the beauty of this chocolate bar is the filling, the pistachio filling that we're going to learn how to make today. All right, so of course, like always, have your station prepped. The only way to have fun when you're baking and making things is to have everything ready to go. So I have my chocolate molds. One that works the best with these chocolates is the deep one. One that's deep enough to fill it with chocolate and then also add toppings in the middle and then cover it again with chocolate. You don't want a thin one because when you bite into these chocolate bars, you want a big chunk of the filling. That's why I'm doing this video. I wanted to show you and share with you little tips and tricks on how to make a delicious Dubai chocolate bar. It's so good if made correctly. That's why we're here today. Have your chocolate ready to go. And another thing with the chocolate is it doesn't have to be a popular brand. I'm noticing a lot of people going directly to the most popular chocolate brands that they know. If you want to make a good bar, go out and test the chocolate, because I've had made this with a few other types of chocolate, the big brand names, and they're just not as good. I will share in the video description below the chocolate brand that I use. It's gonna change your life. This chocolate is so good. This chocolate is what makes the bar. I got lucky because I think I tried 3 other different chocolate and I landed on this one that just... So have your chocolate ready. We're gonna double boil this to melt it. Also have a pan ready to go because we are going to be mixing our katafi, or it's basically filio dough chopped up. I bought it ready to go. It's already chopped up for me. It makes your life a lot easier. And also make sure that you get yourself a good quality brand of pistachio butter. Tried 2 different brands and I'm circling back to this one in front of me because I did notice a difference. So I do recommend this one. So let's get started. Station's ready. First thing we're gonna do is melt some butter. Behind me, I have a pan with 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. We are going to need 2 cups of the Kunafa. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, so sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. Katafi. I think it's Katafi dough. And then we're gonna go in with half of this jar. I believe it is half a cup. Okay, so make sure that your pan is on low. We're just melting the butter. You don't want to burn it. So as soon as it's all nice and melted, we're going to add our kanafi, our filio dough. See how it's nice and brown? That's our goal. That's our end goal. That's what it should look like. So it's starting right now and it's been like, what, 4 or 5 minutes? So keep on going for another 5 to 8 minutes and I think we should be ready to go. Okay, and if you want to, while you're cooking your kanafi, sorry. I do have my double boiler going. It's on right now. We're just melting our chocolate, so we can do both of this at the same time. And as soon as both things are done, we can put it all together. And I'm going to show you how to decorate it. Really pretty as well. Now that it's nice and crispy, buttery crispy, we're going to add in our pistachio butter, half of this. So 1 cup of Kunafa, you add a 1/4 cup of pistachio butter. So we're gonna go in with half a cup because we have 2 cups in here. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but keep on mixing and it will cover everything. It just needs to melt down a little bit. All right, so here we are. Now that it's all covered, it should look like this. And then you're just gonna set it aside because it needs to cool down completely to fill the chocolate. Otherwise, if you put it from the pan to chocolate, the chocolate is just gonna melt, obviously. So set it aside. You can throw it in the fridge or just let it cool down. And then now we're gonna work on our chocolate. Okay, so now it's time to pour your melted chocolate into your mold. Again, this doesn't seem like rocket science, but there are some tips and tricks that will help you with this step, because depending on how melted your chocolate is, it could run thin. And the goal is to cover your molds completely on the sides as well. So it helps going in with a small spatula. It looks here that my chocolate is a little thicker, so I should be okay doing this one time. But this step, do take your time covering the sides of the mold. You don't want it too thick because you need the gap in between for the pistachio filling. So we're gonna go ahead and just pour it in. A little bit goes a long way. And don't worry if you get too much or too little. We're gonna just move it. Okay, so that took a while because my chocolate was a little thin, so I just continued to use my spatula and keep on spreading it around, making sure that every inch of the inside of my chocolate mold was covered. The hard part is over. We're gonna throw this into the fridge for about 10 minutes and our pistachio filling should be cooled down, and then we're gonna fill it up. And then we get to decorate it, and the best part, eat it. Now that our chocolate is hardened, I think, just double check, and our pistachio filling is nice and cool, we are gonna fill it. The spatula works really well in filling this because it gets into all the small spaces, and then you just use the flat part to pat it all down, making room for your chocolate to cover on top. So just enough. You want to have a little bit of space left to cover with. Okay, so after we filled our chocolate molds with the pistachio filling, just make sure that you don't pack it in there, because I have made it twice where I packed it in just nice and light, just enough to cover, and it was perfect. Whereas if you pack it in there a little too tight, you don't get that crunch that it's viral for. So just nice and light, just enough to cover the mold. And then now we're just gonna fill it with the rest of the chocolate. It shouldn't take too long, about 5 minutes in the fridge after this step. And now for the fun part, decorating it and eating it. Please make sure that you have gloves for this part. I see a lot of people who work with chocolate. Yes, their hands are clean, but keep in mind that when you're touching chocolate, your fingerprint can get on the chocolate, and that weirds me out. It gives me the ick when I see people working with chocolate not using gloves. Please use gloves, because if you're making it for personal use, that's fine, use your hands. But if you're gifting it and people see like a little fingerprint on your chocolate, it's not good. Okay, now that our chocolate is ready to go, so much fun doing this. Don't just pop it out, you might crack it. So just pull the sides apart to loosen it up a little bit. So I've made these a few times, and I will say that this mold works the best. I know that it comes in the double bars where it looks like this, but the only way to eat this is one little cube at a time. This, I feel like, is the perfect thickness for the Dubai chocolate bar, and this is it, you guys. So good. Also, another thing that I don't like seeing is when people mix in a different color to decorate the top. The way that I do it is, because these bars taste like gold. They're like, taste like $1 million. We're gonna turn them into gold bars. I have a little bit of gold luster dust in here with vodka, and we're just gonna spray it to make it look pretty if you're gonna gift them. But if you don't care, you can just dig into it right away. And there you guys have it, these beautiful the viral pistachio Dubai chocolate bars. Dubai pistachio chocolate bars, the viral. I don't even know what it's called. All I know, it is called the viral Dubai chocolate bar, and it has the pistachio butter filling in the inside. I hope you guys enjoyed our video today. The key tip is to just take your time and research quality ingredients. Leave a comment below, and I will see you next time.